This is a quick performance installation video for K10421, which is our low mount Mini being mounted on a truck or a 2010 and later Camaro motor. The brackets are going to attach to the block here and here. Now in some applications this is not drilled and tapped, so you'll need to check that before we start, and then the upper bracket will go here and here. Before we install this bracket onto the motor, what we want to do is notice that on the compressor here is this sleeve that goes in and out. Now it's pretty sticky. The bolt itself will not actually push it in and out. It's an interference fit. And so what we want to do is we actually want to take the bracket here and go ahead and get it installed, and we're going to adjust this sleeve so that it's a perfect fit for the bracket that you actually have. What we want to do is go ahead and get this tightened up. Don't have to torque it or anything, but put a little bit to it. And as you can notice there, I think in the video, that there's a good little gap there. So what we want to do is take our hammer and just tap that until it meets up right there. And that's going to ensure that we get a great fit. All right, we're going to start by installing the lower bracket here into the side of the block. Just get it going there. This one's slotted, so I like to use it first. And we are going to go ahead and take this all the way to its torque spec, which the instructions call out 25 foot-pounds. So we'll just get those nice and tight, tighten them down to 25. Here we have our upper link, ready to go as well. It has a little bit of a cutout here so that it is relieved so it doesn't interfere with the water pump. The water pump that we have on this engine right now is the 2010 Camaro, but the truck actually has even more clearance on it. These will also go to 25 foot-pounds. All right, we're going to install the upper link now. Just go ahead and screw it in right here. We are going to tighten it down, but leave it loose because it will need to move as we install the compressor, but you can get it just a little bit tight so it stays up out of your way, but loose enough where you can bend it down when you need it. We're ready to install the compressor now. We've adjusted the sleeve so it's going to mate up perfectly with the bracket. Go ahead and just install that so you can slide it in place like that. It'll hold in place, and then come around to the front with your... We're not going to torque this at this time. We're going to go ahead and get it, you know, pretty tight, but we are going to rotate it in space so that we can rotate this down now and put our 8mm there. We're going to go ahead and put it into as close to the engine as possible. That's so that we can go ahead and get the belt on, and then we will rotate it back into its resting place from there. All right, we're ready to install the tensioner. We'll go ahead and just index it right there, and we will go ahead and torque these down once it's installed to 25 foot-pounds. All right, we're ready to put on the belt. It is supplied in the kit. It's a bit of a trick, but if you just put it behind the balancer there, we're going to install it into the rear 6 grooves of the compressor. Get it over the tensioner there and kind of hold it in place, and you can hold that like that. Get the belt over the back of the balancer. Just kind of work it just a little bit, and she'll slide into place. And then you release that there. And now we're ready to adjust and torque down the compressor. What we're going to do now is rotate the compressor down, and you can see here that the tensioner is maxed out. And so we want to rotate it to max and then back it off about 1/8 of an inch. That's going to put a nice tensioner position and load, and we should have a belt that doesn't flop around. Now we're going to go ahead and torque this bolt right here, followed by the bolt in the back, and then lastly we'll torque this as well, 15 foot-pounds. All right, we're going to torque this one here first. This is going to square the compressor to the bracket. You can kind of just set your wrench in there and push the belt out of the way, no problem. Take it to torque. Then we switch around, you can't see it, but on the back side here, there's a bolt and a nut, and we're going to go ahead and torque those as well. And then here on the front side, ready to go ahead and take this one down Lastly, the fourth one is actually this one up here. We don't want to forget to tighten it down. 17 millimeter, going to take that to 25 foot-pounds. Thank you for watching this quick performance installation video. If you have any trouble installing this or have any questions, please reach out. You can email us or call us. We really do want to help you. One more thing I want to draw your attention to. This compressor here takes a manifold. We do sell two different types. We have a straight fitting and a curved manifold. We don't recommend the curved manifold for the low mount because when you mount it here, it's pointing directly at your frame rails, and more than likely in your application, it's not going to work. So we do recommend the straight fitting for that. Thank you for watching. See you out there.